Okay. I don't even think we keep up with weeks anymore.
What?
I don't even remember.
I don't either. I think we're at 24.
Ooh, 24?
Oh, man. We've gotten past the nobody likes you in your 23 phase, so.
No
But
one
yeah.
still likes me, so I'm 28.
Oh.
Yikes.
So welcome to podcast We Think 24. And we're just going to start this off and get straight to the point. Jessie thinks she saw a time traveler, and I really... Tell us the story.
Was it Laylo? Was it adult Laylo
Oh
coming
my
back to
god,
warn
that
you?
would be insane.
It could have been.
It might have been. I didn't see the person. So here's the story. I pull on a road I'm very familiar with because it's the road that my road is off of. So I've been driving it a billion years. Anyway,
Wow,
so
you're doing
I
good
know,
for your age.
Pretty old and I look good. Yeah. Anyway,
I like your Rosie the Riveter look, by the way.
thank you.
Yeah.
I was thinking about being Rosie the Riveter, zombie Rosie the Riveter for Halloween, but
That would be freaking awesome.
I was a clown, a cow, and a Beetlejuice. But
My
anyways,
best friend, Brandy, she was Rosie the Riveter for Halloween. We took a fantastic photo together.
yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have a best friend named Brandy?
Yeah, more or less.
Is she your girlfriend?
No. She's far...
Is it a prospect?
No, absolutely not. She's like 19. She's just a dear friend.
She's legal. Anyway, so
Oh, yeah.
back to the time traveler. Okay, so I pull on my this road. There's a curve, okay? The curve where there's a... How do I even say this?
Well, you lived it, not
I
me.
know.
There's a curve.
So, there's a curve. And in the nook of the curve, there's a bush, and there's nothing but field, okay? Just a bush. So, when I'm approaching the curve, I see a car's headlights, not just like lights flashing across the road or anything. And this is kind of in the country, so there's no other cars around. I saw two round headlights coming at me, and when I go around the bush where I would be meeting this car, there's no car there. So I said to my boyfriend, I was like, I'm pretty sure I just saw a car coming our way. He was like, yeah, I saw that too. So I think it was a time traveler, but I told one of my best friends this story earlier, and when we went to the curve, I told her that's the curve it happened at. She was like, yeah, a dude died there a few years ago.
So you think it might be a ghost car, not a time traveler?
Yeah, maybe.
Well, considering the fact that we now know you drank Busch beer, I mean, there could be a number of reasons why you saw that.
Huh.
Bush? Is this made
So
by
what-
Bush?
No, Milwaukee. Sorry,
Milwaukee,
even worse. Now that we know you drink Milwaukee beer, we can yeah.
Hey, that's the reason I'm smart, because it's super cheap and it's like 5.9%.
So you think 19 wouldn't be too crazy for me?
No,
28? No, of
that's-
course not. Age is all about perspective, right?
It's totally doable, if you
Yeah.
know what I mean.
According to the government.
I don't know about her parents.
No, like she's also an employee. So look,
Hey, at least she has a job.
exactly.
Does she smoke weed?
I don't know.
Is that why she has a job? She's totally
Where are you
legit.
going with this, Jesse?
I really
Where
don't
are you
know.
going, huh?
I don't understand your argument. You're like, is that why she has a job? Are you saying does she have a job to support her weed habit?
Does she have a job because she is a responsible adult, or does she have a job because she's a responsible weed smoker?
How is any of this germane? She has a job because she needs money.
For weed?
Probably not, but maybe.
Look,
I don't know.
I don't care one way or the other. I just thought maybe y'all, if y'all have the same interest, then you should go for it.
Since when is that an interest of mine, Jesse?
I don't know. You tell me.
Certainly is not.
How long have I known you?
I mean,
before that.
I was a very different person 10 years ago, and I didn't even do it then.
No, you weren't.
I absolutely was.
Has it been that long?
I don't know, give or take.
It has.
We lived
18,
together.
19.
Yeah.
Well, we lived together later in life, but anyways.
Anyways, Jesse.
So you saw a ghost.
I saw a freaking ghost, y'all, or a time traveler. I hope it was a time traveler, because that would be really cool. But it was definitely there. It wasn't like I was by myself and it happened and I was like, what was that? Because my boyfriend saw it too.
Okay. JP, and I'm eating chips because I have no shame. Jesse put chips here.
Sorry.
You
You
don't
want me
want
to
me
take them
chewing.
away?
I don't like
please
sour
don't.
cream and onion, but that's just me.
What do you feel, JP? Ghosts, yay, nay, time travelers, aliens. What are your supernatural or paranormal boundaries?
Well, it could have easily been someone who kind of slipped through a wormhole really quick, or it could have been like a rift in
There
time and
is
space.
that.
So does your belief or
I'm not so much of a
interest go
ghost
into the
guy.
dimensional thing?
Yeah, I mean,
Me too.
I don't believe in anything, but paranormal stuff, I don't like to explain it like there's spirits of dead people. I think when we die, we're pretty much compost, we're just meat computers. And once we finally get turned off, that's it. There's nothing there. So I think if you do see something that's beyond explanation, it has something more to do with just a plane of existence that we're not aware of.
Yeah, I can go with that.
You couldn't. You believe in ghosts. He doesn't believe in an afterlife, so you couldn't go with that because it doesn't go with.
I'm gonna go with the plane of existence we're not aware of.
I like the idea of dimensions. Like I've got a book where a guy talks about the possibility scientifically now, not just some whack job sci-fi guy, but how it's possible because they say that matter can't be created or destroyed. It just exists elsewhere. About the possibility of when you die, you go to other planes of existence, because I love that, even though it might not be true, but I love the multiverse theory, just the idea that like when JP came over here, he stopped at Wendy's. In an alternate universe, he stopped at McDonald's. At another universe, he didn't even get nothing to eat. Hell, in another universe, he didn't even make it here.
There's a universe for every possible thing that could have happened.
It's like Men in Black 3? Is that the third one? Where there's that unicorn
I never saw
guy.
The third one.
Oh, it's the best one,
it's
y'all.
It's the best one.
Yes.
That's where the whole time travel and all that, right?
Yeah, well, the dude, he can see every dimension where each one of those little things is different.
Right.
Huh.
Every possible outcome.
Yeah, I love the whole physics side of like the multiverse. And I love even more that like that's all scientifically possible. I mean, it's not
that's what they
proven,
say.
But
well, I know what I saw.
Numbers, man, math. Everything can be solved by math. I watched a video that was talking like ancient alien stuff.
I like that stuff.
Yeah, I do too.
Yeah.
I hate when I watch Ancient Aliens because it's on Netflix now, but I used to watch it on Project Free.
Huh.
And I would sit down and press play on an episode and be like, and especially when I was going back to school, was like, okay, I'm just going to watch an episode. And then come like 1 o'clock in the morning, I'm like, oh my God.
Still watching.
I am still watching Ancient Aliens.
It's captivating.
It is. Some of it is just some of the most, what the hell, like you could have, like duh stuff, but I love it. I can't stop watching it. What's his name? Gregorio, or however you say his name, the guy with the crazy hair.
Oh, jeez, I don't know.
Extraterrestrials.
But he's wild, yeah.
That guy's hair is my
How else do they
hero.
build the pyramids? You tell me.
Yeah,
Ain't no way.
or Stonehenge.
Ain't no
Actually,
way.
here's something cool too. What is it? Is it what are the bodies? Wait, it's the head. It's the heads on a landmass.
I know
what is that?
I don't know what it's called.
Is it Easter Island?
Yeah. Oh,
Is
yeah.
it
You're talking
where all
yeah.
the statues of the human heads are.
Right.
They had dug those down. They actually are not like some pictures try to do like a full human, but they actually are bodies.
They have a whole body. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just been buried.
On purpose or like over time?
Probably, I would imagine. I would imagine over time it probably sank into the earth. I mean, I couldn't imagine they'd put that much detailed work into something they were just going to stick under the ground. But that's pretty cool.
And that's a testament to how long it's been there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What do you think? Well, like the Grand Canyon, theories are that started just from like a little stream.
Yeah. All
over
it takes is time
thousands
and
millions or however long of years, and it's just slowly carved it out into, So when you see that little stream of water, a little creek in your backyard, you never know. Earthlings from like a million years might be visiting the.
Me and my mama
Grand
went to
Canyon.
the Grand Canyon. It was a lot of fun, a whole lot of fun. Yep.
A whole.
But you don't feed the squirrels the peanut M&M. You don't feed the squirrels anything unless it's approved, feed that you buy. So just keep that in mind, Jesse. You would be one to feed them something crazy.
You did, didn't you?
Like a tube of chapstick or something, Jesse.
Not if it's the good kind.
I'm about to put you on blast, girl.
Hey, so did you feed the squirrel something
You
crazy?
and your crazy
Peanut
friends.
M&Ms, I mean.
Oh, he liked it. But then I saw the sign, and I felt bad, and I didn't do it after that.
I'm sure he did like it, though.
He did.
Kudos. You gave him something that he probably will
I'm
never
sure
have
that
again.
squirrel probably ended up just like head diving off the Grand Canyon because the M&M made him go crazy.
Either that or the candy shell, cut up his intestines, one of the two.
Oh.
And he died a very slow,
Yeah.
drawn out death.
That's terrible.
He bled out from the inside.
That's really
certainly
terrible.
hope not.
Oh, sorry.
But so what do you think, JP, about aliens? Are you a believer in intelligent life elsewhere, or
I certainly think it's probable. I mean, I don't really believe in anything that I haven't seen with my own two eyes, and even stuff I have seen with my own two eyes, I'm not so sure I believe in. But
What have
I
you
think,
seen?
I mean, nothing that out of the ordinary.
have you ever had a ghost or extraterrestrial experience?
Extraterrestrial.
As that guy on ancient aliens would say?
No, not really. The only weird thing I've ever had happen to me is that waking dream kind of thing. Mm-hmm. You know, they call
Sleep
it a witch on your chest.
Whatever. Yeah, where you wake up.
And I was arguing with a buddy of mine just last night. He swears it's this paranormal stuff going on. I'm just like, man, you can't wake up from a dream. Stop it.
Well, no, that's just where your mind wakes up before your body does. So you can perceive, but your body's not cooperating with your brain. It makes perfect sense.
Yeah, well, except for like the one time that happened to me, there was like this shadowy figure over top of me.
Well, I think it's crazy too because you ever like where you wake up in the morning and your grip's real weak?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And that to me is kind of reminiscent on that. Like you're awake and you're fully ready to go, but like if you try to squeeze a fish, your hand's just like, no, not yet.
Did you say squeeze a fish?
Squeeze a fish.
Fish.
Now I almost said a fish because you said fish, but I said a fish.
I'm like, why are you squeezing fish in the morning?
Sean Connery, squeeze a fish. A fish. But
no, I would like to think there's intelligent life out there. Or at least life, intelligent or not.
Well, I know that they said...
they found water on Mars, for goodness sake.
Well, the universe is constantly expanding, and they said that it is mathematically probable that there is actually another you somewhere in the universe. Because, the universe is just beyond our comprehension of big. It's so freaking big.
Where does it end?
It doesn't. It's constantly expanding.
How is that even possible? It's so crazy.
You just can't comprehend it because...
It's got to end somewhere. Everything ends. Come on. Stop it with that.
They think it might one day. That the universe might just turn off as it turned on
well,
one day.
I know I've read that,
thought.
Eventually all the stars are just going to burn out and there'll be nothing but darkness.
Yeah.
The only really universal constant there will be gravity. So.
What?
And they still debate on exactly what that is.
Yeah. What's gravity, Jesse?
I can't even think about this right now. My brain
Do you smoke weed?
No.
Yeah, Jesse.
My brain is going to explode trying to think of like the end of the universe. In my head, I'm like, maybe it's just like...
Here's a cool thought. When they say there is no gravity in space, there actually is gravity in space. It's not as strong of a force, and technically you're not, and you have to look this up. I can't give you, I just had briefly read on this.
I believe you.
But you're not actually floating, more of you're falling. Like, you're just, everything is moving and you're going with it. You don't have, gravity is not as strong, but there is gravity in space.
Yeah.
It's just, it functions.
And everything keeps the planets, lined up and stuff. There's definitely gravitational forces at work.
I'll tell you what's creepy is, like, have you ever listened to planets? You can do that online now. Like, they actually, everything puts out a wave. Everything. Anything existing puts out some kind of energy. And they actually have a program now. NASA's done it to where they take the incoming frequencies from other planets, and they have, like you would like a CB frequency or something, an FM frequency, and got it to where it's haunting. You can listen to what the planets sound like.
What do they say?
Lots. They try to sell me drugs.
Yeah.
It's awkward,
Typical planets.
Yeah.
I got that Uranus.
Would you be a Martian colonist, Jesse, if they offered it to you go live on Mars?
What does that mean?
To colonize Mars.
You go live on Mars if the option was available.
This is what I would never, ever, ever travel
I love
to
space. I read on it. I love it, but I would never go.
No,
you
not
wouldn't
for
go
me.
there.
But you? I know you would.
Yeah, I love that movie, Total Recall.
What about Xenon?
Remember the chick with the 3 boobs? That could totally be you, Jesse. You'd probably grow an extra boob up there.
Is there radiation or something?
I just think that kind of stuff happens.
Well, if there is a possibility of a third boob, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Who would not want that?
Right?
Yep.
3 is always better than 1 or 2.
Yeah. I forgot you only have the 1, Jesse.
Yeah.
I always forget that.
Just 1.
Yeah.
Wee. What was that? Well, didn't she just have 1 boob?
Yeah, she had there's a lady in there that had 3 boobs.
She had 3 boobs. I remember I looked at it wrong when I was little, and I thought she had 1 giant boob.
Okay, yeah, I think I saw.
What was the name of that movie again?
Kung Pao Enter the Fist.
That.
And everybody thinks it's only like 2% of the population thinks it's funny, and I'm in that percentage.
I laughed.
I laughed so hard the whole movie.
I never saw that one. It's pretty good.
It's one of those. It's so stupid. It's funny.
Yeah, right. But they meant to make it stupid though.
Right. Well, it's like a scary movie of kung fu flicks. Sure. It's a parody.
Yeah, I remember seeing the previews. I just never got around to watching it.
Kung Pao Enter the Fist. You have to watch it. It's hilarious.
I'm going to get on that.
But now, okay, so you're not as as apt toward. You're not as believing in ghosts, so you're absolutely not. I'm one of those kind of more. I just don't know. Like I don't know really what I believe in. I think there are different things, and you believe in it.
Totes
so
my
you
goats.
believe in ghosts.
Yep.
You do not, and I kind of do, kind of don't.
I just think it's all a big nothing. I don't think anything happens after you die. What happens, Jesse? What's going to happen?
I really don't know, man.
That's what I'm saying. It's just a fairy tale that our ancestors came up with because they wanted to explain something they couldn't understand.
Well, even if there's no such thing as ghosts and an afterlife, there has to be an explanation. There's so many unexplainable things that are actually explainable. I mean, there's got to be something. There's some reason.
I'll tell you what's interesting is to look up the theories of like what this is, like theories of what existence is.
You're saying like how we perceive reality isn't exactly what it is. We're just in a big sea of atoms swirling around.
Yeah.
And that like there's a theory that everything around you is a hologram. This is all a projection. There's theories like the Matrix where we're all stuck in machines and. And I'm not saying that any of them are real, but it's interesting to look. And I mean, these are scientifically approved. Mm-hmm. Like, yes, that could actually be what's going on. And I remember one time that I heard it on the radio, and it was a cool but scary thought. It was like, our existence is one of three things. Either it was by an intelligent creator, it was not by an intelligent creator, and it was all an accident, or it just happened. Or three, we are all a figment of someone's imagination. Or someone's dream. I was like, God, don't wake up. Like, if you start seeing things fade, just start singing lullabies. Be walking on the street and see it start fading, just be like, hush, little baby, don't you cry. But it's interesting to look at that. Here's one thing I'll give you before we leave to wrap your minds around. The age-old question, and I have gotten argued down by this so much, and I love it. And it has nothing to do with supernatural, but it's out of the same book that was talking about something I mentioned earlier. When a tree falls in the woods, if no one's around to hear it, does it actually make a sound?
Yes.
Yes or no? What do you say, JP?
I would like to think so.
It does, but it does not. Sound is not sound until your eardrums pick up on the vibrations in the atmosphere, in the air. And so basically when a tree falls, if no one's ears actually hear it, nothing is there to actually pick up on it, then it's nothing but vibrations in the air. It's not an actual sound. And I had someone's like, but it's still a sound. I'm like, no, it creates the circumstances which create sound, but being there is no ears there are no ears to hear it. It doesn't officially become a sound, because to be a sound, it has to be picked up by something. As to what we perceive sound as. All the conditions are right.
I totally agree with you on that, but my argument is that it's impossible for nothing to be around to hear it, even if it's not a human.
Well, that's a hypothetical situation.
Yeah.
That there's nothing around.
Well, yeah, I agree with you. If there's nothing to hear
Because look at it like this, because people will be like, well, that's not, it's like, okay, well, like spiders. Spiders don't hear. They feel vibrations. So if a spider's there, it didn't hear a noise. It felt the vibrations, which in turn, those vibrations would register as sounds had your ears been there.
So
it's
I guess
fun to wrap your mind around.
Hear each other then. No?
Trees don't have ears. What?
Huh.
But no, it's cool to wrap your mind around that. People love to argue that, and I mean, I guess it's debatable, but it makes a lot of sense. The conditions are created to make sound, but without the eardrums and the little hairs in your ears to pick up on the vibration and send signals to your brain that turn it into a sound, then there was no sound. There was just vibrations and disturbance in the air.
I gotcha.
Well, I'm convinced.
I like it. Yeah. I love brain teasers like that, because you can think, but it's just like, the things where you can watch the train going, but if you focus really hard, you can make it go in the other direction.
What?
You never seen those? Like someone's wheel spinning, like a car's wheel, like it looks like they're going backwards, but if you focus really hard, you can make it start going forward in your mind.
I've accidentally done that
That's
before.
the same way like these little brain teasers are. Like, while I can imagine, I'm like, oh, that makes perfect sense, but then I can like backtrack and start questioning it myself, like, well, wait a minute. Blah, blah, blah. I love stuff like that. I love it.
Lord have mercy.
Lord
have mercy, child. Now, where in the world did you come up with something like that?
In them books.
You were too smart.
Yeah.
Well, that's coming up on time.
Yeah.
So what we've learned is JP believes in nothing. Jesse don't know. Jesse believes in ghosts. Justin don't know what the hell he believes in.
Yeah.
And Jesse saw what could be a time traveler / alien / ghost / figment of her and her boyfriend's imagination, because they drink really, really nasty beer.
Whatever.
And that can do things to your brain.
Yeah.
Milwaukee. Blech.
We talked about time travel the first time I ran into you at the mall. Remember, I told you we time jumped, which we totally did, because we hadn't seen each other in so long. You remember?
No.
And you thought it was really clever. And then you invited me to be on your podcast, and here I am.
Yay!
Yeah.
That's real life time traveling right
Is that
there.
like really what happened?
I guess.
Yeah.
I have a bad memory. But I
The look
believe
on
him.
JP's face
All
says
those loud
no.
trees you be smoking, Jesse. Trying to
Yeah.
hurl accusations at local business leaders.
Right?
Miss Barkeep. Yeah.
I mean, that's
No comment.
some pretty serious accusations there. Yes,
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Yep.
I'm just joking, world.
Of course.
JP is the most straight-laced dude I've ever met.
We're having a lot of fun here.
Totally.
A lot of fun.
Can we go home?
Y'all are
I'm just
really,
playing.
y'all are bumming me out. Like, genuinely, I am bummed. My mood went from
Aw.
okay to
We don't mean it.
Of course not. If I had a penny for every time my feelings got hurt in here, and not even when I'm here.
And if you had a penny for every time it was just Jesse that hurt them.
Well, it's not
You'd
just
have
her.
no pennies. You'd have negative change.
Oh, have I hurt your feelings?
No.
Oh.
I'm talking about Jesse's friend here, Joellen.
She's
You know what? No. That once upon a time, I thought she and I were dear friends. Not once when she's in here does she say, "Oh, how's JP doing? Oh, it sure is a shame JP's not here."
Oh, you know
yada
what?
yada yada yada. You know what? She can take a long walk off a short pier for all I care. Lives or
right.
dies, I could care less.
whatever. I
Yeah,
could.
yeah,
Don't
yeah.
say that. Knock on wood, please.
I
Knock on
will
wood.
not.
Yep.
Just like everyone else who moves off to Richmond, they come back home for the weekend with their nose in the air.
Do they?
Yeah. Prime example. Prime example.
If I had a penny for every time Joellen hurt somebody's feelings, I'd be rich.
Well, if I had a penny for everybody I wish was listening to our Walking Dead podcast, I'd be very, very rich as well.
Yeah.
Cross-reference there. Don't forget, if you like The Walking Dead, go check out The Podcasting Dead, which is JP and myself and our friend Matt. It's a really good program. Jessie
good
would
one.
be on it, but she refuses to watch The
won't
Walking
watch.
Dead. So
You won't watch.
Sorry, guys.
Aw.
she doesn't get to be on it. But, yeah, if you like The Walking Dead, I think you'll really enjoy it. Yeah, so go listen to it. Otherwise, keep listening to it. If you don't like The Walking Dead, then just keep listening to ours.
Yeah.
We have quite
Listen
a
to
few.
both. Why not?
Right.
You got time. What,
Double
you
the
gonna tell me
J-
you don't have time?
Double the JP. How could you go wrong?
You can't.
You get
A double shot of the J penis. Yeah, so.
That was a good one.
That'll wrap it up for me, unless either one of you have anything else to say tonight.
I'm good.
I think I got a lot off my chest tonight.
I think
Good.
you did. I think.
We made some progress.
Are you going to show this one to Joe Ellen?
Hell yeah, I'm going to make sure she listens to this one.
She needs to.
I love you, Joellen, by the way.
All right. Well, everybody, have a good one. I'm Justin.
I'm Jesse.
Oh, it's my turn. I'm JP. I'm at the corner.
And we'll see you next week.
Bye.